Hi everyone, it's Alexis. If you haven't watched my previous video, I actually started a series called Beginner Tries Online Deck, and in the first part we used Blue Eyes. As you have watched, I'm actually not a good user of Blue Eyes, and the learning curve was actually too high for me. So instead of diving again to YGO Pro Deck and looking for most viewed or most recent deck list, we're actually going to find something that I'm more familiar with. As you have know, I actually play Duel Links. And this time around, I want to use my Duel Links decks and try to find a match on the TCG and OCG platform. And among the three decks that I use, Arrow Match, Golden Stormbird, and also Maldoche, I decided to go with Maldoche. So I have already opened my YGOProDeck.com and we're going to look at some of the Maldoche deck lists and see what we're working at. So let's see. Hmm, there's a February 28, 2020 by TJRA. It's actually the only deck when you search Maldoche. All decks, all deck types, it's the one and only. I actually tried searching through looking first at the cards and then see the recent deck. There is also a Maldoche plus Knights, pure Maldoche City deck, and Maldoche Mayhem. So, since the one what we look at first is Maldoche, it's a fun slash casual deck. And it was made February 28, 2020, so that's before the April 2020 ban list. So I'm not sure if all of the cards are there. I'm not really updated with the ban list. I would like to apologize for that. Let's see, how about Maldoche Mayhem? Mayhem? I don't know. This was made April 6, 2020. I think we might have to go with this. So, this was made by Spirit Message Elf and Deckmaster Maldoche Pudding says Chocolate Alamahud. Fun casual deck. Okay, we're not really looking for competitive yet. I think that learning curve is way too high for us. And it actually runs a couple of cards that I'm familiar with. So I actually use almost 70 to 80% of this deck in Duel Links. Like, I'm familiar with almost all of the cards. So I think I might go with this since, as I said, I'm familiar with it. And the thing that I'm not familiar with, of course, is the Exceed and the Link monsters. I actually haven't dueled yet wherein I summoned the Link monster before since I never got to try it. So let's see. So let's go to building.
As long as the wood breathes, we're going to sleep.
So, alright everyone, we have just finished building our deck and we're going to start dueling. So, in Dueling Nexus, you can actually play against a basic bot or join a duel or join a match. So, right now, we're still trying it out, we're having a learning curve, and we don't really want to shock ourselves with how we're using the Maldocha deck. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to play against a basic bot and let's see how well we can use the Maldocha deck. Hopefully we win because it's really embarrassing if we lost to a bot. So let's try it out. And if you have noticed, I'm actually using a Dueling Nexus since it's really hard for me to how do I say this? It's really hard for me to use Dueling Book and then it was also a bit problematic to use Edo Pro again because I don't know how. Anyway, we're doing this. So first, we have a lot of trap cards in our hand, and I don't like that. So anyway, we're going to set Maldocha Tea Break. We're also going to set Maldocha Lesson. I don't know if I should, but maybe we needed one of. And then we're also going to set Maldocha Promulgate. And we're going to set Missing Gelato. And then end our turn. So hopefully we do this right. And I am really scared of how the deck is built because there's 31 monster cards and 15 trap cards. Alright, so we just dueled the bot and we lost. ah! Ah! And that's my reaction. Though I have to say one thing. When we started this whole journey, when we were using Blue Eyes deck, and then we're now using Maldoche. Maldoche was actually easier for me to handle and then understand because I've been using the deck in Duel Links, and I think there is an improvement because I already know what the cards are and I already know how they work, except for some special traps and of course, Exceed and the Elite Monsters, they're not available on Duel Links, so I don't know how they work. But the cards such as the Misangelo, the Pudding Princess, and other cards, I already know how they work. So I guess my tip here is if you're like me, if you're an avid fan of Duel Links and you wanted to try to play in a TCG or OCG type of game, what you have to do is you try picking the same cards that you're using in Duel Links and try to upgrade them in such a way that you still know the basic combos or the way the deck works, the basic of it, and then you're just going to improve how you use those combos. And I think something has to be said about Dueling Book, Dueling Nexus, and Edo Pro. Actually, in terms of deck building, I find all of them very efficient. You just have to type in the right keywords, and there's also filters to help you create your deck faster. But when in terms of how you actually use it to duel, I think Dueling Nexus and Edo Pro is a bit more beginner friendly than Dueling Book. So if you're going to try to come to this meta, this TCG OCG part of the game, I believe if you're coming for Duel Links, you should try Dueling Nexus and Project Ignis first before going with the big guns, the Dueling Book. As I have been watching some YouTubers play it out and have all of these fun challenges using Dueling Book, so I thought it was easy to use, but now looking back at it, I really enjoyed using Dueling Nexus and Edo Pro than the Dueling Book. So that's all for today, and I hope you like this video. And currently I've been only using one deck. One replay. If you want me to add more replays on how I can use the decks, please comment down below if that will be helpful. Also subscribe, it'll be here I think. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.